Get it.
Yes!
Get him up. Welcome home run in a 10th inning. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Larry. This is the DIXON Way, all about the A Sports Talk, where we give you live commentary on all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves and Hawks of Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my white Gators. We appreciate every last one of you guys coming through. Hopefully you guys enjoy this commentary content. If you do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do everything you can to help us get in the algorithm. Share us out on your socials, man. Let more people know about the DIXON Way Shawty. All right. So, we got Hurston Waldrop up pitching today. One of our young, bright, and upcoming pitchers. Let's go. Let's get this let's get the 3D up. All right. And here we go. Cabrera up the bat. Carrera up the bat. Ooh, swing and a miss. 93 mile per hour cutter. Good pitch. 0-1 to count. Here's the one to pitch. Strike two. Second time facing Carlos Carrera. He was with Minnesota when we faced him. Didn't do too well against us, so hopefully that continues. Here's the one to pitch. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. 1, 2, 3. Get him up out of here. Go sit down. One chair in the chat, please. What's up, David Starks? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, fam. That sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. One chair in the chat, please. Big David Starks in the building. What up, fam? I see you. All right. Here's the one to pitch. That ball way too low. 98 mile per hour, but one swinging at that. Appreciate that chair in the chat. Yes, sir. Here's the one to pitch. Ball right on the outside, curveball, perfect pitch, perfect placement. Yordan Alvarez is up the bat. Just an animal. He must have been hurt. Ain't no way. He had to be hurt. He's batting .281, but only got 6 home runs, 27 RBIs with an OPS at .817. He had to be hurt. That is not his normal stat line. Here's the one to pitch. That ball inside. 3-1 to count. Got to be careful because he can't deposit this out of the building. Hit the racetrack sign if you want to, or the Home Depot sign. That dude country strong. Here's the one to pitch, and that ball inside. Weekly hit the mat. Olson underhand throw. Waldrop covers and tag stepped on the bag. That's out number 2. All right. He been injured for most of the season. Had to, David. Had to. That dude is a hitting machine. Machine. And Altuve, that's who Ozzie Albies is. Ozzie Albies is the Diet Cola version of Altuve. Altuve is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Here's the one to pitch. That ball squared up, popped up, caught it. Ooh, almost ran Kim. And Ozzie Albies almost ran into up. Hey, 1, 2, 3 by the kid. Let's go. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. All right, good job by the kid, man. He's been pitching well this season, Hurston Waldrop. Had a few bumps in the road, but overall, he's been pretty awesome. I think his last, either his last or the one before the outing were pretty rough. But overall, man, he's been great this season. Especially for just coming up, first time coming up. Yeah. Awesome results. Now, if Spencer Strider could find his touch on his pitches again, and he has not hit 99 mile per hour or 100 mile per hour since his surgery. I've seen 98 a couple of times. So most of the time, it is 97 is his max. So he just don't have that spit blinding fastball that he used to have. Now he got to learn how to pitch around it. You know what I'm saying? Bright side of David Stark says, bright side of this season, this abysmal season, we have found some pitching. Yes, we have. Yes. All right, pro for Matt Olson, Ronald, Drake Baldwin, Ozzie Albies, Kim, Money Mike, Marcel Ozuna as a DH. Batting what? 7th? No, 8th. Oh my goodness. All right, Profar, let's go, Profar. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball popped up 96 miles per hour by Murray's pitching. All right, strike one. Oh, 1 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. 1 to 1 is count. Good eye. Here's the one in the pitch. Ball way outside. Good eye by Jerkson Profar. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball way out. About a foot off the plate. Catcher had to reach all the way over here to get it. Why that guy look like Jason Kidd? Here's the one in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 94 mile per hour cutter. Tip caught. All right, it's 2-2 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. Profar hits that foul ball down the first base side. All right, that's 5 pitches. Here comes number 6. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball's fouled off. 97 mile per hour cutter, forcing fastball, low and inside. Way to defend the plate by Jerkson Profar. Here's one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. This is an excellent at bat right now. That's 7 pitches. Number 8 will ensue momentarily. Here's the one in the pitch. Profar fouled that off. Wow, what at bat. What a at bat. 8 pitches. Oh, you're going to make a mistake. Come on, Jerkson. 2-2 is still the count. Here's one in the pitch. That ball fouled off, almost hit him. Yes, sir. Absolutely way to fight. Here comes pitch number 10. 2-2 is the count. This is still the leadoff hitter. Here's one in the pitch. Swing and a miss. He swung at ball 3 and 4 at back-to-back at bats. All right, but you got that pitcher count up. Got that pitch count up. I'll appreciate that. Strike, 97 mile per hour. Sinker, Matty O up the bat. Let's go, Matty O. Here's one to pitch. Swing and a miss, 96 mile per hour. Timeout, 0-2 the count to Matty O. Matty O got a hold of one. It's going back to the wall. Caught at the wall. Good catch. He almost went Oppo Taco, but good catch on the wall by the Houston Astro player. Dang it. What a catch. And it might have bounced over it. You know, it might have hit the lip and then bounced over. How he caught it. Trajectory looked like it probably would have hit the padding and then bounced over. But it's an out. That's a short porch over there. Ronald Acuña Jr. up the bat. That ball fouled off on one account. Breezy! What's going on, Breezy? 1500 ATL. I see you, fam. Welcome back to the street.
Breezy
that ball weakly into the pitcher.
ATL says, "What's up, fam?"
What's going on, fam? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. All right, Ronald goes down. All righty then. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Going to the top half of the second inning. It's 0-0. Let's go. And the Braves basically assured themselves they won't be 500 this season. Pretty much. They pretty much got to win every game for the rest of the season to not go 500. That's not happening. But again, man, we need to see positive notes so we can carry over into spring training. I don't know if Ronald's gonna go to winter ball. Me as a Brave, if I'm the Braves, I'm forbidding him to do it. I'm like, dude, your health is way more important. Right. They really don't make no restrictions like that. Now, I heard an interview that Snit said he don't know if he want to leave because he feel like it's unfinished business. And in the same week, Alex Anthopoulos said that regardless if Snit's not here next year or not, he didn't even say regardless. He just said, look, I just want y'all to know that Snit is going to be a part of this organization one way or another. He's a brave lifer. All right, great defense by Ozzie Albies. That's out number one. One pitch, one out. I like it. Does that mean he gets in an advisory role after he leaves? Or does that mean that it's just like Bobby Cox? Snit won't leave until Snit is ready to retire? That he will always have the door open for him? Interesting comment.
Nathaniel
What up,
Brooks
Nate Dogg? I
says,
see you. Appreciate you coming through as always. Here's the one in the pitch.
Let's go Braves, let's go
That ball
Braves.
way too low.
Like
Sinker,
the
97 mile per hour. About shin level. Almost ankle level, actually. Here's one in the pitch. That's a strike right at the knees. Perfect pitch, 96 mile per hour. Caratini, Victor Caratini. Here's one in the pitch. That ball a little bit lower. Splitter. Breeze, this is the first time we've been losing in 8 years, man. Stop it. That ball outside, 3-1 to count. This is literally, out of 8 years, our only bad season. I'm not happy with it, but I ain't going to whine about it. Oh, that ball rocketed into right field. All right, way to get that, Ronald. And Ronald going to try to throw him out. Got him. Got him. Ronald with the cannon. And see, that's the only reason why I don't want to put Ronald as the DH. That's the only reason. Ronald Acuña Cannon Jr. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Do not test Ronald's arm. Come here. Get over here. It's like Mortal Kombat. He made it, but he didn't. He missed it. He was there if he would have kept his foot down. He picked up his foot like he was Liu Kang. What's wrong with you trying Ronald? Yeah, he would have made it if his foot didn't bounce up. Oh, no, his foot came out the bag. That's what happened. He initially tagged it, but his foot came off the bag, and the tag was still applied. So great job by Kim holding the tag. Remember that, kids. Always hold the tag. And that ball hit right there. Kim got it. Double pumps because he always got to hit his glove before he throw it. That's a nasty habit. I was surprised he won a gold glove doing that. That's a nasty habit for a shortstop or a second baseman. That thing got to come out of that glove. As soon as you get it, it's out. You can't get it, grab it, pat it, then throw it. That's too much movement. Golly, that sounds like a threat, Nate Dogg. Like, come on, man. Snit don't want to lose. Snit don't want to leave on a bad note. But y'all know who else came back when it was time for them to go? Bobby Bowden. I mean, if you bring him back to college, I mean, Bobby Bowden should have left about 2 or 3 years before he actually left. He felt like he could turn it back around, but so was not the case. Sometimes it's time to go. Try a new adventure. All right, we're in the bottom half of the second inning, guys. Drake Baldwin coming up the bat, batting 270. He's been on a little, up and down swing. But now he gets to play more because Sean Murphy finally admitted that something was wrong. Drake Baldwin fouled that off, 95 mile per hour sinker. Didn't sink though. 1-1 is the count. Here's the one in the pitch. You're good with Snit being our scouting department. Just got to get him out the dugout. We'll see. Whatever, man. Look, I think Snit got a World Series, and they're going to treat him just like Bobby Cox. I understand. That ball popped up. Can we catch it? Nope. Aha, Correa. You ain't catching that. Let's go, Drake. 2-2 to count. I understand as an organization, you want to afford him that same respect you gave Bobby Cox. Here's one to pitch. They got the same amount of World Series, guys. We can question his moves and stuff like that, but ultimately, he got a ring. He actually got two. Here's one to pitch. 1 in 95 as the third base coach. And one as the manager. Here's the one in the pitch. Drake Baldwin ripped that thing to first base, but what a play by the first baseman. Snagging that thing. Wow, off of one hop. Good defense by Walker. Dana Brown. He was a VP of scouting at first, and now he's a general manager. Oh, that's right. He was with the Braves. He drafted Micheal Harris and Strider. Or help. Wow. And he left. That's right. I remember him leaving. Here's the one to pitch. That ball popped up. Ozzie Albies up the bat. It's 0-2 to count. 1 out, nobody on base. Here's the one to pitch. That ball way too low, chopped at it, golfing, and that's out number 2. Diet Altuve. All right. Ha-Sung Kim is up the bat. Batting 294 at Truist. Okay. I like that. 3 home runs, 5 doubles, and 12 RBIs. He likes this stadium. Here's a one in the pitch. Ball up by the face, 95 mile per hour. Backing him off. 1-0 to count. Let's see if it worked. That ball outside, about 2 inches off the plate. Fastball, 95 mile per hour. Good eye by Kim. 2-0 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball inside, perfect pitch, 95 mile per hour sinker, riding in back on in the hand. Here's the one in the pitch. Kim hit it right up the middle, but it's gobbled up by Altuve and thrown out. So that's out number 3. All right, 6 up, 6 down. Braves cannot get a hit. Going to the top half of the 3rd inning. This game is going by lickety split. What a beautiful sunset in the 8th today. What a beautiful sunset. Yes. Thank you guys for coming in. And we got a lot of action-packed streams this weekend. We got the Georgia Bulldogs versus Tennessee Volunteers tomorrow. Yes, sir. Then on Sunday, we got a double dub. We trying to get a double dub. We got the Atlanta Dream facing off in the playoffs versus the Indiana Fever at 3 o'clock. And then we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. So we trying to get a double dub right there. Dream in the playoffs, and then the Falcons trying to go 1-1. The Minnesota Vikings are missing 2 of their starting linebackers. So definitely should be able to run. Definitely to try to get Kyle Pitts involved with the offense earlier so he can get isolated on some backup linebackers. Let him go to work. Feel me? Myers up the bat. Here's a winding pitch. That ball about 2 inches off the plate. Cutter. 1-0 the count. Low and outside. Here's a winding pitch. That ball on the outside corner would have been a strike if he let it go. Oh, you gotta let it go. Jake Myers batting .301, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Here's one in the pitch, ball in the dirt, and an OPS of 753. All right, 2-2 to count. Let's go, Houston. Here's a winding pitch. Ball almost hit him. Had to jump out the way. Yeah, I saw Darnell Mooney and Drake London are cleared to play. I saw that. Here's a winding pitch. That ball way in the dirt, and he walked him. Oh, leadoff walk. Those things kind of hurt. Let's see if Waldrop can reel this thing back. Leadoff walks hurt. Oh, that ball hit a country mile. That's a home run. First pitch. Oh, my goodness. Hit this lady in the back. She tried to dodge it. Hit her square in the side. 2-run shot. The Braves are down 2-0. Wow. And I couldn't even get it out my mouth saying leadoff walks hurt you. Let's see if he can get out of this. And Cole just knocked that thing. That was a rope. Boy, he hung that thing right there. Goodness gracious. He knew that was a no-doubter right there. He hit a line drive. That lady tried to dodge out the way. He hit her right in the side. Ow. You should have got up right there, young lady. Goodness. Here's one in the pitch. And that ball hit down the third base line. Great defense by Nacho from his knees. Oh, applaud in the chat for Nacho and that defense. Great defensive play. Yeah, he definitely left that up, David Starks. What a defensive play by Nacho from his knees. Yeah, what a great defensive play. And Nacho has definitely been flashing leather this season. He's definitely been flashing that leather. 0-1 to count. Let's go. Carrera back up the bat. Here's the wind to pitch. That ball hitting the ground. That's 0-2 to count. Love to see that. Come on, man. One ball, two strikes. Here's a wind to pitch. Ball way outside. 2-2 to count. Slider in the dirt. Here's a wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Go sit down. Let's go. Tony Richmond, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, fam. The sound for you. Appreciate you coming through. Let's get it. Let's go Braves. That's right. Come on, Bravos. Top half of the third inning is 2-0 on one swing of the bat. Yordan Alvarez is up the bat. Be very, very careful, sir. I'm good, Tony. Here's one to pitch. And that ball popped up center field. Money Mike underneath it. And that's out number 3. All right. So one mistake by Houston. Hung one middle shelf. And that thing went straight out to the to right center field. We down 2-0, but we ain't out the game, man. All right, we're coming to the bottom half of the third inning. Let's see if we can get something rolling. Money Mike coming up the bat in the 7th hole. You know, I'm telling you right now, man, why are you having someone DH that bats 8th? Can anybody tell me why we got a DH batting 8th? That ain't really a DH, is it? Your DH is batting 8th. You don't need that DH playing. He ain't doing his job. I mean, but you can't bat him 5th. I mean, 5th and 4th. That's why you've been in this hole all season. You've been trying to force it. Come on, Bravos. Micheal Harris II is up the bat. We back to first name government names now. Here's the one to pitch. Strike. 96 mile per hour just looking at it. Murray up to 30 pitches. Here's the one to pitch. When he might hit it off the oh man, that's unlucky. Hit it off of the pitcher knee, and it went directly to Altuve. That's so unlucky. And that's been happening all season. That's been happening all season, man. Well, hopefully we find a good DH or a good right fielder if they put Ronald at DH. Yeah, he's definitely not the same hitter. As he takes 96-mile-per-hour straight down the middle of the pipe. Straight down Cobb Parkway. All right, 0-1 account. Come on, Marcel. Wake up the ghost. There you go, Marcel. There you go, Big Bear. All right, let's go, man. Good hit by Big Bear. 98-mile-per-hour exit velocity. Hit it right back up the middle. Good single. Any hit is a good hit for Big Bear about right now. All right, Nacho batting 248 on the season. Here's a 1 to pitch. That was not a strike, but called strike. That was definitely not a strike. 0-1 account. That ball chopped in the ground. That's going to be a double play. No. Good hustle down the line by Nacho. Wow, Carrera with the lazy throw. He didn't know Nacho was that fast. All right, force out. Jerks Profile up the bat. He's 0 for 1. Let's make that 1 for 2, please. Let's get a 2-run shot right here, Jerkson. Here's the 1 in the pitch. No, sir. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1 in the pitch. Check swing, strike. 90-mile-per-hour changeup. Very true, Tony. Very true. Our discipline is really bad. Like we done got worse with a new batting coach. Oh, foul ball. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Here's the 1 in the pitch. So far, hits it, but pops it up, and that's the end of the inning. All right, guys. So at least a no-hitter is going as Marcel Ozuna erased that. So we got 1 hit, no runs. Going to the top half of the 4th inning, man, this game is blazing fast. We've reached what? 40 minutes. 40 minutes in the game, and we're already in the 4th inning. Wow. Thank all you guys for coming through, man. My name is Larry, one half of the DIXON Way. My beautiful wife, Shun's the other half. We provide you guys with live commentary on all our favorite sports teams. From them Braves, them Hawks, them Falcons, them Atlanta Dream that's in the playoffs right now, about to upset a lot of people. The Georgia Bulldogs, and even my wife Gators. We appreciate you guys coming through. Hopefully you guys enjoy the commentary, the content. If you do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ding, ding. Get all our latest videos Share us out on your socials. Let more people know about the DIXON WAY show. Yes, sir. All right. Tony said, my thoughts exactly. Bring in Terry Pendleton for the hitting coach. Chipper to be either a scout or work with Terry and wait. And Walt Weiss eventually would take. Well, Walt Weiss is taking over anyway, in my opinion. Walt Weiss is the manager in training right now, in my opinion. And I say that loosely because he's already been a manager in Major League Baseball. So, Coach Smart, you mean Mike Bobo? You mean check down Bobo? We're seeing the same thing with Gunner that we saw with Carson Beck. Carson Beck don't look like that. Like he's throwing down the field with Miami. Maybe it's the coach. Here's a one in the pitch. I don't wish any bad success for Todd Monken, but if the Ravens suck, they might get rid of him. He come on back home. Here's a one in the pitch. Altuve up the bat. He's over 1. Let's make that over 2, please. Here's the one in the pitch that hung there and squirt through the left-hand side, base hit by Altuve. That's what Altuve does. Exit velocity was 95.8 mile per hour. The leadoff man is on. Altuve is a speedy base runner. Sanchez up the bat. 1-0 the count. Here's the one in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 93 mile per hour cutter on the top outside level. Strike. 1-1 is the count. Jesus Sanchez. Batting 246 on the season. Treat him like one. Here's the one in the pitch. Yes, sir. Good pitch at the knee. Splitter. 87 mile per hour. Perfect pitch. Might be the best splitter in all of baseball at a very young age. He just got to put it together with all the rest of his pitches. Here's the one in the pitch. Got him. Go sit down. Splitter frozen. Ah. Get him up out of there. That split finger is deadly. Especially when you ain't looking for it, because he hung one right there. Luckily, he wasn't looking for it. He said, Caratini, swing and a miss, 97 mile per hour. 4-seam fastball at the top of the strike zone. Hit it if you dare. You ain't going to. Here's a one in a pitch. That ball a little bit outside, 97 mile per hour. 4-seam fastball kind of riding outside. Missed about 2 inches off the plate, up and out. 1-1 is the count. Here, pickoff move, unsuccessful. Here's the winding pitch. Strike. Good. Curveball. Hung that one. Glad he deposited. Here's the winding pitch. And that ball hit down the line. Foul ball. The kid dropped it, but he still got it. Good job, kid. You got to catch that, though, young man. Oh, yeah, he's super happy about that. Here's the winding pitch. That ball hit over there to Ronald. Ronald running back. Great catch by Ronald Acuña Jr. Great catch. Thumbs up, soldier. Great catch. Applause in the chat. On the move. Ronald timed that perfectly. Woo. Let's go. Great catch by Ronald Acuña Jr. Here's the winding pitch. Woo, high and tight. Walker had to duck back. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the winding pitch. That ball hit right out the middle. Base hit. Runner's going to be on first and second base. All right, no 2-out shenanigans right here. Come on, Waldrop. No 2-out shenanigans. Ronald Altuve talking. The master and the student. Jake Myers up the bat. Here's the winding pitch. That ball hit, and that's a score right there. Yep, right into the gap. Backhand by Ronald. Runners on the corners. No, 2 runners score. Oh, no. Runners on the corners. Run on the corner. All right. 3-0. Runners on the corner with 2 outs. Hung that one, too. I mean, when you hang them things right across the middle of the plate, that's kind of what happens to you. They start teeing off. Ground's crew trying to kind of slipping. Unless it was something held there, ground looked kind of rough. Right? What's up, DJ Shire? How you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. That sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through, fam. Welcome back to the stream. All right, Cranit's coming out there talking to Waldrop. They starting to get a book on this kid. That's all right. Forget the book. Zach Cole, first plate appearance, hit a 2-run shot. All you need is 1 out by hook or by crook. Here's the winding pitch. Strike right at the knees. Oh, my goodness, ref. Blue. What are you doing, Blue? Blue, that was a strike. Call ball. Ball 1. That was his first career at bat. Oh, my goodness. Here's the winding pitch. This kid about to have a magical... So that's his first at bat as a major leaguer. Wow. And he raked it. You can't draw it up better than that, man. Only thing would be better if he was at home. Here's the winding pitch. I wonder if his parents and stuff are there. I'm pretty sure they are. That's his first at bat in the majors. 2-1 to count. Maybe that's them. Most likely. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball inside. Curveball miss. 3-1 to count. I'm about to say, because I never heard of this kid before. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball, another hit. And that's a score, another RBI. This kid is having a magical first game. Wow. Look at his mama say, let's go. Man, wow. Guys that get a hit on your first at bat as a major leaguer is special. To hit a home run, now to come up with an RBI single. Wow. Here's the one to pitch. Went over the count. Snit done sat back like this. Oh, whoops. Snit said, Mauricio Dubon. Yeah, he let that splitter up. Yeah, he did, David Starks. And they depositing them things. He can't find his fastball location. That's what's going on right now. The splitter's been pretty much there. He just can't locate with his fastball to keep him off balance. Here's the one to pitch. Hung that one too, but at least it was inside. And that's out number 3. But the Astros put 2 more runs up. Womps in the chat. All right, guys, let's give a shout out to our friends at Fanatics. The DIXON Way are officially partnered with Fanatics. Fanatics is your one-stop shop in providing officially licensed Atlanta Braves apparel and merchandise. So if you're looking to buy that new Atlanta Braves fit, please use our affiliate QR code or click the link in the description to make your purchase to directly support our channel while looking good doing so. Thank you, and go Braves! The DIXON Way are officially partnered with Fanatics. Fanatics is your one-stop shop in providing officially licensed Atlanta Braves apparel and merchandise. So if you're looking to buy that new Atlanta Braves fit, please use our affiliate QR code or click the link in the description to make your purchase to directly support our channel while looking good doing so. Thank you. All right, guys, we're back, man. Thanks to the beautiful Shonda for cutting that excellent promo. All right, man. Putting ourselves behind the 8 ball right now, but hey, it ain't over till it's over. All right, Matty O coming up. Here's the one to pitch. One of those account ball way outside. Good eye by Matty O. Matty O got his average up to 271. Here's the one to pitch. That ball chopped in the dirt. Got 23 home runs, 81 RBIs with an OPS at 829. Here's the one in the pitch. Matty O got a hold of one. It's going back against the wall. Caught. Wow. Good catch by Sanchez. Great jump out there defensively. He even had the hair horns. Didn't help him, though. Bounced right off the Kaiser Permanente sign. Good catch. That's out number one. Took it for a ride, but wasn't deep enough a ride. All right, Ronald Acuña Jr. at the bat. Here's the one in the pitch. Pink armband, pink straps on all the armor, and pink shoes. 0-1 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. Ball way outside. Good eye by Ronald Acuña Jr. One and one is the count. Ronald batting .271 now. Here's the one in the pitch. Oh, filthy sweeping curveball right there. Frozen. Would have froze me too. 81 mile per hour strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the one in the pitch. Ball inside. Ronald had to jump back. 2-2 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. Good eye. 3-2 to count. Let's go, Ronald. Way to battle back. All right, here's the one in the pitch. Ronald chopped that in the dirt. Still 3-2 to count. Way to protect the plate. Ronald definitely trying to find himself again. Coming near the end of the season. That's not how you want to end the season. On the slump. Here's the one in the pitch. Ronald hits that thing up the middle. Great hit by Ronald Acuña Jr. That's what I'm talking about, Ronald. Good job. Great single by Ronald Acuña Jr. Let's go. Carrera missed that. Good hit by Ronald. Here's one in the pitch. Ball on the outside. No, sir. Good eye by Drake. Let's go, Drizzy. All right, run on first base. 1 out. Let's go, Drake the rake. Here's one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. Here's one in the pitch. Swing got a miss. Nasty fastball. Nasty fastball. Here's the one in the pitch. Ball outside. Good eye. 2-2 to count. Come on, Drizzy. Come on, Drake. Oh, wrong sounder.
They know. Yeah, they know.
Is that? Nah, that's a foul ball. Foul ball. 2-2 to count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball way too high. Good eye. Full count by Drake Baldwin. Let's go, kid. You can walk. You can walk it out. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball popped up. Way to defend the plate. It would have been a strike if he let it go. Change up on the upper outer half, right on the line. 3-2 is the count. Here's one in the pitch, and that's a pop up. And it's going to be caught by the left fielder. Coming in. Yep, and he's out. That's 2 outs. All right, Ozzie Albies coming up. Let's go, Ozzie. Ozzie batting .350 over the last 15 games. Love to see he coming out of his slump. Unfortunately, we can't get all our guys hitting at the same time. Here's one to pitch. And great defense right there by Altuve. Gets up, throws him out. And Ozzie Albies
Nathaniel
didn't
Brooks
even
says,
do nothing, man. He just
let's
walked.
go pick to click.
I just couldn't believe that ball got through. That ball did not get through. Dang it. All right, man. We're going to the top half of the 5th inning, man. Yep. And it's been an hour. An hour and 3 minutes, and we're already in the 5th inning. Only reason it's this long is because the Astros starting to hit. DJ Shire says, I'm so sick of this crap. I know, sir. I know. What can you do? Guys, the season almost over with. Be a lot of lessons learned, hopefully. We know Snit has the door open. He has the key to the door. If he wants to come back, he is more than welcome to come back. Exactly how I thought it would be. So don't get y'all blood pressure up when he comes back. Okay?
Breezy 1500 ATL says, where?
He gonna come back to manage next year. Watch. Here's one to pitch. Strike. Call a strike. About an inch below the strike zone. I'll take it. Here's one to pitch. That actually was a strike. Good pitch.
Nathaniel Brooks says, I don't think I can take another snit season.
I'm just telling y'all, get ready. Prepare yourself. Here's one to pitch ball. Prepare yourself. That's all I'm saying. Prepare yourself. 1-2 is the count. Here's one to pitch. Chopped in the ground. All right, picks it up. Did not throw him out. Good hustle down the line by Carrera. Carlos Carrera finding magic back in his old uniform. He was clearly safe. Not even worth looking at. Yeah, he already passing the bag by the time the ball get in the mitt. Here come Alvarez. Yordan.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. The Braves is putting me to sleep.
Here's one of the pitch. Ah. 1-1's the count. Here's a wind the pitch. That ball way too
Nathaniel
low.
Brooks says.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, Nacho, let's go.
Here's the wind the pitch. Strike. 2-2 is the count. High fastball did not swing at it. 3-2 the count. Three and two to count. Yordan Alvarez up the bat. Here's one to pitch. Swing at a miss. Ghosted out. Good pitch. All right. What's that? 4 chairs in the chat, please. Nasty split finger. Nasty split finger. Altuve popped that up. Foul ball. Altuve hit that to center field. Money Mike drifts back about 10 steps. Caught it. That's 2 outs. But this is when all the fun happened last inning.
Wasn't Altuve just up? Oishir says. Lineup goes fast.
Nah. Carlos Carrera was up. Oh, yeah, they're flying through that lineup. Lineup go fast, yeah. I mean, we're already in the top half of the 5th inning, man. This game is more than halfway over with. Here's one the pitch ball outside. Sanchez made a great catch in right field. Jesus Sanchez. He's open too. This is the 3rd time around for them. Here's the one the pitch. That ball way too low. Here's the one the pitch. And he walked them on 4 straight pitches. Here we go with the 2-out shenanigans. Every inning, almost 2-out shenanigans. Catatini.
David Starks says. In trouble. Again.
Yep. Here's the one to pitch. And he hit him in the belly. Bases is chucked on 2-out shenanigans. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Or even better yet, nothing beats a JetBlue holiday. That's what they just said to Hurston Waldrop. Nothing beats a JetBlue holiday. It's 2 outs. And nothing beats a JetBlue holiday. Yeah, it's tornadoes now, Nate Dogg. It's tornadoes out there now. Breezy found that entertaining. Here's the one to pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Ain't nowhere to put him. Lee, I feel like I'm on a JetBlue holiday right now. This season was a JetBlue holiday. Here's the wide of the pitch. Hung one. Can he catch it? No, he can't. It's a foul ball. Watch the Brave season. That's just how I feel about this season. It was just a JetBlue holiday. Swing and a miss. Got discounts for every person. Here's one to pitch. That ball.
Boy Shear says.
Blooped
in.
Once. And Money Mike did not catch it. He didn't catch it. You flew on JetBlue once, DJ Shire? He said once. I've never flown on JetBlue. I know it's a Northeast thing. He didn't catch that. He didn't catch that. That's why he came up throwing. He didn't catch that. Oh, it's an umpire review. They just want to be sure. Nope. Trapped it. Yep, he trapped it. Nothing beats a JetBlue holiday. It's 5-0.
Boy Shear says. Close enough LOL.
Yeah.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Go sit down, Snitk.
You telling Snit to go sit down?
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. What you do? Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Why you telling Snit to go sit down? Oh my God. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. It's 6-0, man. Here comes Snit. Highly ho. Did you guys ever see that Bob Saget comedy special? It's golden. Go look it up. Highly ho. I can't say the rest of it. Who knew that the Family Guy, or Family Matters guy, was so vulgar? I didn't. Well, yeah, I did. Once I watched, what was that? What was that with what was that with Dave Chappelle? About them getting inebriated. Somebody help me in the chat. Killer kill. When the dog was flying through the air. Why am I drawing a blank on that? I'll remember later on in the stream. I always do. Dane Dunning. Dane Dunning coming in. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. All the scoring, but with 2 outs, guys. Here's one in the pitch. And that goes to the hole. It is 7-0 Astros. Nothing beats a JetBlue holiday. Sheesh. Whatever happened to things what we used to? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's a ball on the outside. His first pitch he threw was a RBI. Zach Cole, Major League debut, Astro history. First Astro player to ever debut with 3 RBIs in their first game. In their first 2 at-bats. He's back up the bat. Here's one to pitch. He's 2 for 2 for tonight. He's 1-2 right now as the count. You got 2 runners on with 2 outs.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Just the 5th inning.
The only reason this game is even this long, guys, is because the Astros have been hitting. The Braves got 1 hit today. No, 2 hits, excuse me. Marcel and Ronald, and that's it. Here's a wind to pitch. That ball on the outside. No strike. That was not a strike. Ball 3 inches off the plate, low and outside. 2-2 to count. Ronald and Marcel have the only 2 hits tonight for the Atlanta Braves. Meanwhile, with the Astros, it's batting practice. Here's the wind to pitch. Ball way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't load the bases. To the 8th hole. This kid is batting 8th. He's batting 100 right now. Excuse me, batting 1,000. Here's the wind to pitch, and he hits that ball. He's 3 for 3 with another RBI. The legend of Cole, and he got a double because they out there pea-footing it around. That should have never been a double. Everybody come to the dugout. Call up Gwinnett. Call up Gwinnett. Call up Gwinnett. Here's a wind to pitch. All on 2
David
outs.
Stark says. Single E8.
Yeah, that was definitely an E8. That's how it is right now. 1-1 is a count. That's what it is right now. Here's a wind to pitch. Straight Benny Hill. Majority of you guys are probably too young to know that reference. Your older heads, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's one to pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2-2 to count. Here's one to pitch. That ball way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third base. 2 outs. It's 8-0 right now, guys. Timeout by the Houston. Mauricio Dubon is up the bat. He's a 9-hole. Here's the one to pitch. That ball raked. That's another base hit. 2 runs come in. It's 10-0.
Oishir says, thanks for reminding us.
DJ Shire said, thanks for reminding us. Yeah.
Oishir says, that score hurts my eyes.
And my back hurting right now. I don't deserve this. I don't think any Braves fan deserved this. The people that spend their hard-earned money to come to the Braves game.
Oishir says, it just gets worse.
Here's one to pitch. And here I was stupid enough to think that we could overcome a 0-7 deficit. That just shows
Breezy
you who you are.
1500 ATL says, I had to switch channels. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, DJ Shire. I mean, Breezy.
Oishir says, is this Dunning guy new?
Yeah, Dunn is new. Yes.
Oishir says, I don't remember seeing him before.
Yeah, he's new.
Breezy 1500 ATL says, watching Colorado.
I wish I was. What's the score on that? Here's the one to pitch. And that ball might be in there. Kim spin, turns, throws him out. Hey, we got a person out. That inning felt like it was 30 minutes. That felt like a 30-minute inning, didn't it? It's 10 zip, man.
Breezy 1500 ATL says, 13-0 Utah beginning of the 2th quarter.
Oh, wow. I see. Houston's whooping them. Well, but you know all the Deion haters about to come out. They loving this. I don't wish no ill will on Coach Prime. It is what it is.
Breezy 1500 ATL says, Houston I meant.
Yeah, Houston, yeah. I see it. All right, guys, so it's a little bit too much or too little right now. Braves only got 2 hits, an error. Houston Astros got 10 hits, 11 hits,
Prime
10
can't
runs.
find a QB.
here's the thing, David Starks. It was a whole bunch of hoopla about getting Juju Lewis from the state of Georgia. And he's, I mean, a big to do when they recruited him. With Shador handing over the keys to him and all that. Him sitting on the throne. And he stayed the third string quarterback. Actually, no, he was a second string quarterback, and the third string quarterback jumped him. I don't know what's going on there, but Juju can come back to Georgia. He was the number one quarterback in the class. I mean, it was a big to do about him. All right, 2-1 to count. Ha-Sung Kim up the bat. Two and two to count. Good pitch. There's Hernandez in. So this was wow, this was a bullpen game. We got a new pitcher in there. This is a bullpen game for the Houston Astros. We only got 2 hits. That's kind of disgusting. Here's the wind the pitch. That ball popped up. Guys, we wouldn't know by the end of next season was 2023 a fluke. I'm not going to say it was a fluke right now. But we still seen players perform in spurts on what they did, but we can't put it all together.
Says, what's going on, family and chat? Chat, smash that like button.
What's up, Winston? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Kim pop up. That's out. Guys, make sure you check out Winston Thornton and John Harris on the eye test. I do. You should too. Appreciate you coming through, fam. Braves getting their backs blown out 10 to zip right now, bottom half of the 5th inning. Giving no
David
resistance
says,
to the
might
Houston
be that
Astros.
The starter sat so long they didn't want him to try to warm back up.
I guess. Yeah, that inning was like, that half an inning was like 30 minutes. Swing and a miss by Money Mike. Money Mike done cool back off. I mean, technically no, because he's still at like 240. Here's the wind the pitch.
Neemsy720 says, cheap viewers on streambo.com, remove the space, BV's a KQEP.
Here's the wind the pitch. Check swing, strike. 1-2 is the count. Here's the wind the pitch, swing and a miss. Down goes Money Mike, or excuse me, Micheal Harris II. Here's one to pitch. One of those account. Good eye by Marcel. Marcel batting .230, 20 home runs, 62 RBIs, swing and a miss, and an OPS of .762. Marcel will be playing next year, but not with us. They'll be a fool to re-sign Marcel Ozuna. Here's the one to pitch, ball in the dirt. You got DH batting eighth. Eighth and ninth is designated for your two worst hitters in the lineup. You're not a DH if you're batting eighth or ninth. You're not. You're a wasted roster spot. Here's the one to pitch. We appreciate your services helping us win the World Series, but your service is no longer needed. Plain and simple. Here's a one to pitch, swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Dang Larry.
Here's a one to pitch. Hey, he induced the walk. One of his better games lately in the month. I mean, I'm telling the truth, man. You can't have a DH batting eighth. A DH batting eighth is a worthless DH. You might as well have a pitcher. I mean, it don't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. Here's one to pitch.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Colorado is coming back.
Okay. Here's one to pitch. That ball. Strike right inside. Good pitch. At the knees. Drake ball. Oh, no. Nacho Alvarez up. Let's go, Nacho.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. They just ran a 50-yard touchdown.
And throw it to Carrera. Carrera throws him out, and that's out number 3. All right, we're going to the top half of the 6th inning. Braves down 10-0 with no semblance of offense. A 50-yard touchdown? Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Thoughts and prayers to all the 9/11 victims. You know, we'll never forget where I was when 9/11 happened. I was getting ready for work. And yeah, I was watching the news and they were showing it. And when the second plane hit, I was watching and I told my wife as she was taking the shower, like, babe, they said it was a Cessna, but they just
Breezy
showed footage of another
1500
plane.
ATL says. Me too.
Yeah, like I was sitting there watching the news, getting ready, and I was like, babe, they've been talking about a Cessna hit it, but they just showed a replay of it, and it was a looked like a passenger plane. I was like, oh my god, no, oh my god. Then I just realized, oh my, and I looked, I saw the other building burn. I was like, oh my god, that just happened. I was like, yo, we on the attack, bro. I said, babe, we on the attack. Ain't no way in the history of Earth that two planes. I was like, ain't no way. Yep. And then everything got shut down, and that was like 4 days before our wedding. Our wedding anniversary is on the 15th, so we're 3 days away from our anniversary. We won't have a game. Obviously, we won't be doing a game on our anniversary. But yeah. 2 days after my dad's birthday, and then 4 days away from our wedding.
Breezy 1500 ATL says, that was a crazy day. I remember
Yep.
it like it was yesterday.
Uh-huh. And then I had one of my best friends come down. He was living in New York. He stays here now. But he was living up in New York at the time, and he flew down on the first thing smoking to be at the wedding. And that ball rocketed. That's a home run. Altuve just hit that up in the Hank Aaron terrace. So Dunn is still in there giving up home runs. Like batting practice. All right, we in for another long inning, man. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm this close. This close for ending the string. This is ridiculous. I mean, leave him in there. It don't matter, you know. I mean, he hit that thing up in the Hank Aaron terrace, bounced off the mezzanine. All right, so it's 11-0. Here's the one in the pitch. Yordan going for one, trying to go back to back. We're gonna stick with it, guys. But yeah. 1-1 in the count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. That's why I gotta say, man, shout out to the Colorado, the Nationals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys that do watch along. Shout out to you guys. Like I said, you guys are some real ones. Swing at a miss. Good pitch by Dunn. That's a strikeout. Good job. I mean, seasons like this happen. As long as it's not a constant, we'll be all right. Organization will be all right. But next year will tell. Next year will tell if our window closed or not. Next year's a year to tell if our window closed. If we don't make a serious run next year, then there's a lot of players that's going to get traded. They got too many long-term contracts to maneuver. And they're very team-friendly deals, so you should be able to move them. But yeah, it won't make any sense to keep the roster together if they can't make a run with all these long-term contracts. But again, they will be easy to move because they're so team-friendly. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. That ball fouled off, 2-2 to count. All right, it's 2 outs. Nobody on. Let's see if we can get out of this inning with only 1 run given up. Here's one to pitch. Hey, Weekly hit the Ozzie, and that's out number 3. Okay. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's 11-0. Yeah, that was just a crazy day on 9/11. And, you know, I called my job and was like, nobody answered. So I drove in to the office, and then obviously it was like, go back home. It's a national state of emergency. I was like, yeah, I kind of figured. Because I didn't see no airplanes flying. It was like, yeah, all flights are grounded. And our office was over there by Hartsfield. And to be by Hartsfield and not hear any planes in the air was eerie. It was real eerie. Mm-hmm. And then when I got home, I just was looking at the news.
I was in the Navy working that day. I knew we'd be heading to war.
Yep. Sure did. I was like, wow. I just sat there and watched the news. I was like, wow, yeah, this is about to go down. Then the Pentagon, one crashed outside the Pentagon. A little moth. Oh my goodness. And then when sports resumed and the Braves had to play against the Mets, I was like, man, there's no way the Braves gonna win this. There's no way possible. I didn't even know why they were playing, to be honest, but
Winston
I was just like,
Thornton,
I think it's too early.
The eye test says, I was at gym class getting dressed out for Air Force ROTC. My instructors were crushed.
Yeah. I think the whole nation was crushed, man. And Popar Jam, that's popped up weekly. Third baseman guy, that's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. So yeah. And then I was just sitting there watching the news.
Terry says,
barely slept that.
Damn, I thought Waldrop was pitching. What happened?
Terry Waldrop was pitching. Waldrop was pitching. He was struggling. 4 runs. Was not good. Was hanging pitches, the fat part of the plate, on 2 outs. Here's one to pitch. Gave up 2 2-run homers. Yeah. Yeah, just wasn't a good outing for him. Welcome back to the stream, Terry. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike from Matty O. Rays just could never get a rhythm through their lineup. Pitching was entirely hurt the entire season. Yeah, it's just been one big JetBlue holiday for the Braves. Nothing beats
Terry
a
says,
JetBlue holiday.
big game tomorrow, Bobo better lock in.
Yep. He better. Everybody picking Tennessee. This kind of gives me the feeling of the Texas versus Georgia Bulldogs last year, when no one gave us a chance going into University of Texas. Everybody named Mama picked Texas.
Terry says,
Everybody named Mama.
we need 70 wins at the end of the season.
You think we're going to win 5 more games? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to win 5 more games, to be honest. We're either getting swept or winning 1 game out of a series lately. We only got a few more weeks. We only got a few more series left, guys. Here's one in the pitch. Ronald ripped that thing. That's a home run. Line drive. Good job by Ronald. That's home run number 16. Good job.
Terry says, win 5 before we lose 11, I would go.
I'm just saying. What have we done, guys? We've either got swept or only win 1 game out of series. That's great to see, man. I just want the players that's playing now to find a rhythm, so we can go into spring training on a positive note. Not for people trying to find themselves, you know. Here's one to pitch. Start tinkering with stuff. And that's the end of the inning. They already had the base screen cleared because they knew he was out. The guy dropped the ball. Drake almost beat it out, but
Terry
whatever.
says, Kim SS for next season.
Yeah, I'm sure Kim's gonna opt into his contract. He'll be a fool not to. He ain't making $17 million ever again in his life. So, of course, he's gonna opt into his contract. Been kind of a pleasant surprise since we got him, but if Ronald's making 17, he's definitely not worth 17 under the Braves roster. You know? I mean, in natural, regular baseball economy, that's what he's worth. A utility shortstop, a utility infielder who could play
Terry
all.
Says, Snit said he might come back next season.
He's coming back next year, Terry. So get ready for it. He's coming back. Ain't no might to it. He's coming back. When you hear someone say, it feels like I got unfinished business, you know, we had all these injuries. I would love to, you know, see what this team could do if we were healthy. He's coming back.
Carrie says, hi Larry, hope you're doing well. I hope the Braves ultimately sacrifice this season for our Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. is him BPE. Terry says, we got 2 more with the Astros and then we got Nationals Tigers Nationals Pittsburgh. I think we can win 5.
I don't know. We can win 5. And what's up, Carrie? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. Make sure you check out One Time for the Fan with Carrie T. Will and Jack Spade. I do. You should too. Appreciate you coming through, Carrie. Hopefully they sacrifice is for the Falcons or the Dream or the Hawks. One on win the championship. I'll be happy. But this is the ultimate sacrifice right here. This is the worst season in over 10 years for the Atlanta Braves. Here's a winding pitch. That ball hit, and it squirts through.
Terry says. And Sean has a 3-year injury, like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sean, right now, man, I'm so heated at Sean Murphy. He is Kirk Cousins to me right now.
Terry says.
Sean Murphy is Kirk
The
Cousins to me.
Falcons could have won that game if it wasn't for coup or inconsistency on the offense. We started out on fire.
Yeah. Right now, Sean
Carrie
Murphy
says,
is Kirk Cousins to me.
Larry, you're a real one for doing these watch-alongs so consistently even when the Braves are not good.
Oh, a double
You are a
play.
real
That's
one.
one. Oh, we didn't get the second
Carrie
one.
says,
Appreciate that, Carrie.
Wow, I hate to see that for the Braves.
I hate to see it too, but you know, this happens. It's just as Braves fans, we've been spoiled because they've had a standard of excellence for like 20 out of 30 years. The mid 2000s was pretty rough. The beginning of Freddie's career was pretty rough. You know? Here's one to pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Dunny. He's up to 39 pitches in an inning and a half. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 0-2 the count. All right. We got to run at first base. Double play here. We're in the inning. And this kid right here, first game as a major leaguer, he's 3 for 3 with a home run. Every hit he's hit has been an RBI. Hey, he finally struck out. Oh, my goodness. Whatever, man. He's already had a Cinderella first start of his career. Mark it down, man. Cole. I'm going to keep an eye out on this kid. Because, wow.
Carrie says, do you think the Braves will turn it around next season, Larry? What will it take?
Prayer. It'll take some prayer. Nah, seriously. No joke. Everybody got to go find themselves with a bat. Marcel Ozuna, get him out of here. He's a DH that can't hit. If he DH is batting 8th, you ain't no good. Swing, fouled off, 0-2 the count right now. Austin Riley needs to be healthy and swinging the bat like he can, batting around 300, hitting around 25 to 30 home runs. Ronald Acuña Jr. on his second season. Now remember, guys, this is the exact type of season that Ronald had when he came back from the injury the first time. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't stellar. The next season, Ronald had an MVP season in 2023. Sean Murphy needs to be traded, so there is no doubt about who is the catcher. Get you a backup defensive catcher to play sparingly. All right, and that ball get through that, Kim. Oh, my goodness. Great way to hold the bag by Ozzie Albies. Great way to hold the bag by Ozzie Albies. It's Kim fumbling the ball around. But he got it. Threw it right there. And just barely got it. Great defense by Ozzie Albies. Also, all our rotation need to get healthy. All right, guys, that's the end of the top half of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch. So y'all know what time it is, man. Please put the musical notes in the chat to help me sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game remix. And a 1, the frustrated edition. It's kind of like a haiku. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if they ever come back. Because it's root for the Braves. If they don't win, there's more to par for this season. Unfortunately. Because it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out in the old ball game. Then, no voice changer, none of that. No tune. No auto tune tonight. Houston came out with the whooping stick tonight. Sheesh. Appreciate those musical notes in the chat,
Jose
though.
Ignacio Reyes Tartakowski says, terrific season.
Yeah, Jose, what's up, fam? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. David with the musical notes. Terry with the musical notes. Kerry with the new musical notes. Thank you, guys. On the Falcon front, I fully expect them to win. They got 3 of their starting defenders hurt.
The Braves have only a few
win.
WS wins over the last several decades. Snid has one of them under his belt. So he's more valuable than we'd like to admit. He will definitely come back next year.
Oh, he's definitely come back next year, DJ Shire. 100%. When he put that unfinished business statement out there, I was like, he's coming back. I'm not even going to get my blood pressure up. 1-on-1 is a count. Here's the one in the pitch. And the thing about managing guys, it's not all about getting your double switches right and who you bring in and how you set your rotations and your lineup card. You know, a lot of that, I'll say about 70% of it is getting the guys to buy in and have guys that want to run through a wall for you. You know? 3-1 to count to Ozzie Albies, and he pops it up weekly. And Altuve retreating, center fielder guy that he's
Terry
out.
Says, I think Yuga came into the Austin P game sleepwalking. I'm not worried. Tennessee up 26 points to Syracuse.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all, Terry. They were saying the same thing about UGA going into Texas. We had no hope. Georgia overrated. Blah, 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 blah. All right, whatever. Let's go. Here's a winner's pitch. They said it about Tennessee. When we went in there 2 years ago. So, yeah, I mean, look, man. Whatever. Let's go. Here's a winner's pitch. I do feel like if by some crazy luck that Tennessee won, I think Kirby will probably look at Pug. And I don't think we got to that point yet. And Kirby is hella loyal to his scrappy 3-star guys, like Gunner is. 1-2 is the count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball way outside. I think, doesn't Gunner have the touchdown record in the state of Georgia, though? Didn't he beat Justin Fields' record? Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. Ha-Sung Kim up the bat. He's 0 for 2, trying to be 1 for 3. 2-2 to count right now. Gordon still up pitching. Here's the one in the pitch. 3-2 to count, full count. Here's the one in the pitch, and he walked him. Good job by Kim. Let's go.
Terry says, Pug is a gunslinger. I feel like she could run the ball if he needs to, but he's more of a pocket passer like a Baker Mayfield type, and then Gunner is like a Justin Fields type.
I guess, Terry, I need somebody to hit those spots. We got wide receivers running free. I need Gunner to keep his head up. Gunner be quick to run. His first instinct, he don't see the first 2 guys, he gone. And stop throwing screen passes on your first play. Pass play, Bobo. Here's one in the pitch. Check swing by Money Mike. Micheal Harris II, excuse me. Going to the count. Spencer Strider looked like a little baby. With no mustache. Here's the wind the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. That's a ball. Good eye. Here's the wind the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? I don't think he went. 2-2 the count. Good at bat by Micheal Harris II. Here's one the pitch. Strike 3. Got it. Go on, sit down about yourself. Got him looking.
Terry says. Kinley has looked okay since he's come to the Braves.
Yeah, he has. Marcel up the bat. A DH batting in the 8th hole. Never heard of this in the history of baseball. But he having a good game, man. Got a hit. Also done walked. One of the few hits the Braves have produced tonight. Here's the one in the pitch. He done got on base twice. That's a strike about an inch below the strike zone. Oh no, it's about a centimeter below. That's actually a good pitch. Hard to tell. I won't blame the umpire for that. That's super close. That's a pitcher's pitch. That's what they call a pitcher's pitch. Going to the count. Here's the one to pitch. Glad he didn't call that though.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Are you doing the Florida and LSU game tomorrow night, Larry?
Nah, Shauna's going to be asleep, so we're not doing that game. Strike 3, Marcel. Looking at it. Again, another pitch that's off by a centimeter. And I guess the umpire got to find a new club because the Cheetah's closed. Maybe he's going to the Pony. Yeah, I think all the Cheetah people are going to the Pink Pony, I guess. Yep.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. 11-1 ain't easy.
No, 11-1 ain't easy, man. But we here. That's the end of the 7th inning, man. We're going to the top half of the 8th. I appreciate you guys hanging with us with this butt whooping we taking, man. My name is Larry, one half of the DIXON Way. My beautiful wife, Shonda, is the other half. And we provide you guys with live commentary, all our favorite sports scenes from the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my wife, Gators. Hey. Diaz coming in the game. Alexis Diaz.
Breezy 1500 ATL says. Put the tomahawk up for the rest of the season.
Womp womp. Here's the one pitch. That actually was a strike, but he was leaning over the plate, so they called the ball. Good pitch by Diaz. But it's 1-0 as a count. Here's
Terry
one to
says,
pitch.
I know of us and can see the screens coming. Defense coordinator Ken Bobo. Lonnie Fitzgerald says, what's up, you guys?
What's up, Lonnie? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Hey, 1-2 strike. Slider on the inside corner. Good pitch by Diaz. Carlos Carrera up right now. He's 1 for 4. Here's one to pitch. Ball way low and outside. That's a ball. 2-2 is the count. As we head into the weekend, and that
Winston
ball chopped
Thornton,
up. Nacho got it. Look,
says,
stuck in his hand,
don't
but he's
feel
out.
bad. My Yankees got smoked the other day 12-2. It be like that on them big jobs.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Aaron Judge passing Joe DiMaggio for 4th all time in home runs in Yankee history. Yeah, that kid is well on his way to be a Hall of Famer. You know Derek Jeter, but very good player. Here's one to pitch. That ball up. One of those count. Here's the one to pitch. That ball popped up, fouled off. Smith on the bat. Cam Smith, his first at bat. He looked young too. Here's a wind to pitch, swing and a miss. 89 mile per hour slider inside, good pitch. Ah, my back hurts. Ow. Here's a wind to pitch. 95 mile per hour, 95, but way outside. Well, up and out. 2-2 to count. Here's the one to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. All right, good job. Go sit down. Get a chance.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
All right, here's one to pitch. 96 mile per hour up by the eye. Urias. Here's one to pitch. Strike. Frozen with that slider. Top of the strike zone. 87 mile per hour. 1-1 is the count. Here's the one to pitch. Check swing. That's definitely a strike. They call ball. Wow. Why are you trying to extend this game, Blue? Game over with. Hurry up. Call the strike. Let's get up out of here. Here's the one to pitch. That ball weakly hit the Diaz. Underhand throw. That's out number 3. All right. We're going to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Braves down by 10 runs. 11-1. Wow. All right, let's see if we can muster up something. That's why I don't get mad, guys. I've been seeing the writing on the wall. People want to talk about, oh, we can make the playoffs. I wasn't going to sit there and lie to y'all. I'm not going to sit there and lie to y'all. Man, why y'all show the Ronaldo Lopez? What purpose? He don't need to be throwing no side sessions, no nothing. What purpose is it to put up Ronaldo Lopez this season? There's zero reason to pitch him one pitch this season. He shouldn't be doing no side sessions. He shouldn't be going to Gwinnett. Nothing. Heel. Ball hit right there to Altuve. He got it. That's out number one. Not y'all. That actually made me upset. What is Ronaldo Lopez doing anything by pitching the ball outside of rehabbing and getting stronger? Are you kidding me? Y'all need to be figuring out how you can get him as a reliever. Because he's not an every 5-day pitcher. He cannot take the strain of throwing at least 6 or 7 innings or even 5 innings after 5 days. That ball hit in the gap. Good hit by Profar. He's 1 for 4 for today. Good hit. Somebody just had a baby. Is that Profar a little boy? Was that Profar kid? I mean, or Eli White's. Eli White got a hold of one. That's a home run. Good job by Eli White. Speedway White. That's goal. 2-run shot. It's 3-11. Great job by Eli White. Let's go. And Matty O been sitting down or sat down because Eli White in there. Great hit by Speedway White. Speedway Classic MVP. Let's go. Here's the one to pitch. That's a strike. 0-1 to count. Ronald 2 for 3 for today. Great game by Ronald. He definitely need to see that. Got a single and a solo shot. Here's the one to pitch. That ball popped up. That's 2 outs. All right, Drake Baldwin coming up the bat. Here's the one to pitch. That ball missed. Good eye by Drake. Here's the one to pitch. That ball hit right up the middle. All right, so they know how to play Drake now. He has a lot of balls up the middle. That's how they play him. Starting to get that lineup card on where that kid hits it. The data's there, they're using it. All right, that's the end of the 8th inning. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. And it's 11-3. Braves cut into the lead a little bit. Love to see it. So it's an 8-run lead right now. At least we showed a little fight. But yeah, to the Bulldogs, I think we'll win a close game on the road versus Tennessee. I think the Atlanta Falcons should win that game by a touchdown in Minnesota. You got 3 defenders hurt. You got virtually a rookie quarterback who was player of the week who only threw for 137 yards. But had 3 touchdowns because he got 2 short fields. He only had 1 legit drive the entire game. If we can't beat them, and if we don't beat the Panthers, Coach Raheem will not last past the bye week. But I think we're going to win both games personally. I think we're going to beat the Vikings on the road. We're going to beat the Carolina Panthers. We got to make up for the game we dropped at home. We dropped our game at home. We got to make up for it somewhere. Carter C bowled in the game. Here's the one to pitch that ball way outside. Yordan Alvarez. Oh no, Jesus Sanchez. Jesus at the bat. He's 0 for 3. Let's make that 0 for 4, please. Here's the wild on the pitch. 3-0 to count. Seabold coming in, throwing balls. So we 1 strike, please. And he walked him on 4 straight pitches. All right, here's the one to pitch. Strike, 93 mile per hour. Or 1 to count. Caratini is at the bat. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. All right, 0-2 to count. Good changeup, but he hung one. Glad he didn't club it. We're in the top half of the 9th inning, man. Braves down 11-3. Astros got a man on with no outs. 0-2 is the count. Here's the one to pitch. Struck him out. Let's go. Go sit down. All right, that's the chair in the chat. Let's go.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Go sit down. do? Hey, go sit down. Hey.
Here's one. The pitch. Ball way outside. Ball gets away. Runaway advance to second base easily. Here's one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Good pitch. 1-1's a count. Appreciate those shares in the chat. Breezy, DJ Shire, I see you. Here's the one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 95-mile-per-hour. High fastball. Christian Walker is 3 for 4 for today. 1-2's a count right now. Here's one. The pitch. That ball fouled off. Ball was high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the one. The pitch. That ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Missed. About 2 inches off the plate. Here's one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Let's go. Go sit down.
Go sit down like a man.
Good pitch by Seabold. That's 2 strikeouts.
Go sit down.
2 chairs in the
Go
chat.
sit down. Hey.
DJ Shire with it. Let's go. Myers 2 for 3. So the middle lineup was eating. Well, the whole lineup was eating us up, to be honest. Oh no, Trammell up. That's Taylor Trammell. Here's one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. They're clearing the benches also. All right, 2 outs, run on second base. Here's nope, timeout. On 1 account. Here's one. The pitch. That ball popped up. That should be out number 3. All right, run underneath it, and that's out number 3. All right, we're coming to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Braves down 11-3. My phone just buzzing. All right, guys. So we got 1 more inning, and then the umpire's going to the pony. Or maybe the Magic City. I don't know where they're going. They're going to one.
Boishier says, I think May was the only good month this year. We were 1 game above 500 and that was it.
Yeah. Yep. People telling me, but we can make the playoffs. I'm like, guys, The playoffs is out of reach. We didn't have enough games to make up, and we actually got worse. We had a little part right there between July and August, a little part in August when we got a little hot, but other than that, we ain't really did nothing, man. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just been one of those seasons. This is the worst season in 10 years for the Braves. Well, shout out to the Braves fans that came out there. Shout out to you guys that's hanging out with us. You guys some real ones. Thank you. Thank you guys for always continuing to support the DIXON Way. Win, lose, or draw. We really appreciate it. Here's one the pitch. That's a strike. No, it's not, but call strike. I don't care at this point. I'm not even going to complain about the umpire. Here's the one the pitch. That ball way outside. No way, that's a strike. 75-mile-per-hour curveball about 6 or 7 inches off the plate. What a one is the count? Here's the one the pitch. That ball fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ozzie batting 239 on the season. 16 home runs, 65 RBIs with OPS of 673. Here's the one to pitch, and I don't even know how he hit that, but it is lined out. That thing was over his feet, literally over his feet. That was a golf swing. Yeah, he didn't even deserve to get that hit right there. I'm surprised he made contact on it. That's all right. Kim has been a nice addition to the team. Hopefully he signs back or opts back into his contract because we definitely need him. He's definitely been the best shortstop since Dansby left. That ain't even without question. He's definitely the best shortstop since Dansby left. Not defensively, but offensively, yes. Dansby got 24 home runs this season. Here's one to pitch, batting around 260. Sure could have needed that this season on the Braves. Snits up on the bottom step, standing up with his arm crossed. Here's one to pitch. I'm coming back, Mickey Picky. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. All right, 2-2 to count. 1 out. Kim is over 2. Induced a walk in the 7th inning, but nothing came of it. Here's the one to pitch. Kim got a hold of one. It's going back to the warning track, but that's all he got. Warning track power. That's 2 outs. Jesus with the catch. And here comes Brujan. For the last try, it's 2 outs. Brujan coming up. Wow, Mike. Pinch hit for Money Mike. It's going to be a lot of questions, man. A lot of guys got a lot of contracts off a 1-year performance. I think you got your money's worth out of Ronald and Ozzie Albies. Both of those guys are in their 8th season. Here's one to pitch. But these younger guys that got contracts duplicating what they did, the Yankees winning right now. Yankees winning right now, Winston. 4-1. Here's one to pitch.
3 Diddy
John
says.
dodged that.
DIXON Way was up.
What's up, 330? How you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. It's sounding for you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream, family. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the wind the pitch. The ball lined down the first base line. Roujon staying alive, but it's 1-2 is the count. Roujon batting .234 on the season. No home runs, 6 RBIs with an OPS of .571. Only a matter of time. Here's the wind the pitch. That ball's fouled off. All right, good at bat right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's one of the pitch. That ball rocketed, but foul ball. Take swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-2 to count. 2-2 is the count. Snip look like he ready to go. Here's the one in the pitch. Strike 3. Game is over. Braves lose 11-3. That's it. We ain't got to talk about much in this. Ronald got a solo shot, one of his better games. He was 2 for 3 today. But yeah, that's it. Eli White came in, hit a 2-run shot. But yeah, that's about all the scoring we did, guys.
Tate Riyadh says, GG.
Yep, GG's. All right, man, we up out of here, man.
Jose Ignacio Reyes.
We'll holler at you guys
says,
later.
Tomorrow
is the Georgia Bulldogs versus Tennessee Volunteers.
Says,
Make sure you tune on to that. Go Dogs. Womp. Jose, every time, Jose, we come into the series, we lose the first game of the series. Most likely we lose the second game of the series, and then we're sitting here trying to not get swept.
ATL says, Go Dogs. Winston Thornton, the eye test, says, tough break, brother, but ITLL get better someday.
It is what it is, man. I'm not getting mad at this because it's just what this season is. It's a throwaway season. But next year we'll find out if 2023 was a fluke. And if Alex Anthopoulos dismantled a World Series championship team trying to be too smart for his britches, he will come under fire. He will. Because guess what? No one in this organization knew that Sean Murphy had a torn hip muscle or whatever for the past 3 years. But we could see him after the first half of the season, something was wrong. And that's when it happened.
Oishir says, what about 2022? We won over 100 games that year too.
Yeah, but 2022 was when we got, 2023 is when we got Sean Murphy. And that was after we got Matt Olson. That was the best offense in Major League Baseball history. We still had Dansby then, DJ Shire. In 2022, we still had Dansby. Because you got to remember the first exit was Freddie. Then the second exit was Dansby the next year. So, yeah. So, they might do a 30 for 30 by how you dismantle a championship team trying to be too cute. We'll see. Next year, we'll have our definitive answer. Was it a fluke or not? Ronald was heavy healthy for the entire season, won the MVP. Was that peak Ronald? Will we ever see that Ronald again? Four out of 8 years Ronald has been here, he's been injured. Those are the facts. So while I see what the rumors about trading Ronald is, I would never do it. But now I understand why they're happening. I fully expect Ronald Acuña Jr. to be leading off next year. If he's not, you're killing his confidence, in my opinion. That's where he's comfortable at. I care about the well-being of Ronald Acuña Jr.'s psyche more so than Jerickson Profar. Period. Period. And that's about only rant I'll do right now. And if Snick can't see that, then his old butt need to retire. You move that man all the way down to 7. Do you know 7, 8, and 9 position? I know you know that the 7, 8, and 9 position is designated for the worst hitters on your team. You had Money Mike batting 5th and Ronald Acuña Jr. batting 7th. That's disgraceful. I don't care how bad he's swinging the bat. That is the franchise player. If you're going to sit there and let Marcel Ozuna try to figure it out for the first 4 months of the season, it didn't take you until a month after the All-Star break for you actually to stop playing him and rotating who's going to be the DH. How dare you move Ronald Acuña Jr. to 7th? If you let Marcel Ozuna holding his bat sink our entire season because you like him, he should have been designated for assignment at the All-Star break. But they didn't want to eat that money. He got a little hot after the All-Star break, and now he's back to what he was the entire season. So, yeah. That's the only thing I'm perturbed at right now. There's no reason to put a player at his caliber at 7th unless you're purposely trying to ruin that kid confidence. Because you still was losing even when you put him at 3rd and then 5th and then 7th. So, yeah. Sit him down, give him a series rest if you want to. But don't move him down to 7th. But whatever. All right, rant is over. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Georgia Bulldog game. We got a double hitter on Sunday with the Dream starting their playoff run. And then I know the Braves come on earlier, but the Braves game isn't going to be over before the Dream start at 3 o'clock. So we're just going to do the Dream and Falcons versus Vikings. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of your evening. As always, peace up, A-Town down. Deuces.